Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Fields on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From just shy of midfield, Fields. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Fields going to hold on to it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Fields. Dancing to his left. That is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Now it's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of.
But into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
Cole Kmet, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he will find his man, Samuel. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Man open is Robinson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Williams.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
To throw is Fields.
Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now Joe Mixon. Dancing away at the 35. And he's taken down inside the 30. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Joe Mixon as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. This one into the hands of Burton. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Back to throw. Fields. Buying time to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. A final shot before the break. Fields. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Guy.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Throwing on second and long. Fields. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Fields on third down.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
T. Higgins.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
But the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
Touchdown, Bears!
T. Higgins
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So word again, symptomatic.
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It returns it right back to Samuel.
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Jakeem Grant now to return.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Fields being chased out left. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, Fields.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Odafe Owe.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Fields.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Montgomery. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Second down and goal. Fields rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. T. Higgins there to make the grab as the Bears push further out in front. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Fields. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
A gain of 6 there on first. Jackson will throw again. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Montgomery. Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. One last shot for Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guy. coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
16. Check, 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 check. 19 right. 16's coming. Check right, check right.
To throw on second down. Sharp. Over the middle, complete. It's Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now it's Swift.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Check back 16. Check back.
Looking to throw. Sharp. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 3rd down. Sharp. He finds his man. Complete. That's Logan. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Swift.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Logan. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4th-down territory? Might he go for it?
They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll try it now with Swift.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Haskins. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Claypool with another catch. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point safely through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Steelers 14, Lions nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carried by number 12. Brought down right back.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
From the gun, here's Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 6.
From the gun, Sharp. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. There he goes left side. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins going long for Coates. He's got a man complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there just before halftime. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On 2nd and 10, Haskins flush to his right. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Raheem Mostert as the 1st half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Sharp. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up. And you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Brought in by Coates. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On play action, Haskins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. After the sack on 1st down, Haskins. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Haskins will throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
Touchdown! Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Sharp.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action, Sharp. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 36. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Good catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The quarterback sack. Brought down back at the 20.
On 3rd down, Sharp. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Sharp. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Looking to throw on second down. Sharp. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 5-yard line.
On the option to give to Swift here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Flushed out right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he will have a Steelers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Haskins going to try to throw it. And this one is incomplete. In 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, Charles...